Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Parent Hack. Once again, we are so happy you are here, and we are so excited for today's topic.
Another episode, another day. We are actually in paradise, so it's
We
another
are.
day in paradise.
We are on an amazing vacation, and it's kind of a full circle moment for Cody and I, and so that's really what sparked today's topic.
Yeah, I think this is somewhere that we probably would have really wanted to be, and maybe been jealous of others being here, and we weren't here years ago, and just a very full circle experience in how something we used to be jealous of, and maybe a little bit. I don't know. We wanted that a lot more, and people were there, and we were not really happy maybe for them, and so now we're here, and it's all because we stopped being jealous and just started doing things that we wanted and chasing down dreams that we wanted to chase down.
Yeah, so I think for us today we're really going to talk about how we went from a place in our life where we were jealous of what other people had, or we weren't necessarily happy and joyful for our friends or other people when they had success because we were not in a good place. And so we're going to talk about how we kind of worked through that and how working through that has really transformed what we've been able to accomplish.
Yeah, and just how powerful when you flip the script, how powerful it is, and how amazing it is to watch things then come to life in your own life. You manifest these things by when you stop being negative or jealous or insecure or having that scarcity mindset, how it really kind of flips the script and will grow and show up more in your life by just doing something different. It's
Yeah.
very simple.
Yeah. So I would say, and I still catch myself doing this, of course, is how many times a day do you find yourself saying, oh, I'm so jealous of what they have? And not in a mean way. Like, I mean, I will tell my friends that they're doing something great. And I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous you're getting to do that. Oh, I'm so jealous you're getting to do that. And what I found myself doing was just being jealous of other people's lives and not focusing on the life and the blessings that I had. And so that was really kind of an eye-opening experience for me. It was like, man, I have these two beautiful kids. I have a wonderful life. I have so much to be thankful for, but I'm over here pouring my energy into being jealous of what other people have.
Yeah, and it's the same on my end. I think it's was very much of, oh, I'm jealous of the success they're having at work, or I'm jealous of this promotion, or man, they're really doing well. I should be doing better or whatever, and almost like making it seem like I'm inferior because someone else is doing well, which is such a scarcity mindset
Yeah,
to
or
be
kind of the
in.
victim, like, oh, they get
Yeah,
all of this
yeah,
because of XYZ, and kind of discounting probably the hard work that went into getting them to where they
for
are, or their
sure.
success, or their accomplishments. But I was kind of throwing a pity party for myself in a lot of ways, honestly. So um, the first thing we did when we were in those moments and when we were kind of coming to this revelation through just personal development was really sitting down and like doing some self-reflection. Like, what
Hmm.
am I actually jealous of? Am I jealous of a house? Am I jealous of material things? Am I jealous of vacations?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just you have to kind of realize where this is showing up in your life, and then ask yourself why. Like, are you really jealous of that, or are you just jealous that somebody else has something that you maybe don't have, or is it just a lack of something in your own life that's creating this jealousy? I mean, asking yourself those questions and kind of digging deeper when these things arise is by far the first key to realizing what's the root cause and where is this stemming from.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because, and I think what we realize here is like, man, jealousy and envy are just things that can suck you down a negative pathway really
For sure.
quick. And not only can it affect your own joy in your life and your relationship with your family, but it can also affect your relationships with other people. It's like I've had friendships where I'm like, man, it's really not fun because I can't tell you anything good in my life because the first response is, oh, I'm so jealous. And it's like,
Yeah.
well, geez, I mean, I'm really not sharing this to be like, to brag, but
Yeah.
if I've worked super hard and I'm excited about something and I want to share that, it's really not fun when someone's response is, oh, I'm just so jealous. And so, and I know I've done that to other people too. And so that was another really eye-opening kind of moment for me.
Yeah. And maybe it's friends, maybe it's family, whatever it is. I think we've both been on opposite sides of this situation, right? So where you can't tell someone something because they're jealous, or they feel like maybe they can't tell you because you're jealous. I mean, so that's definitely happened both ways. And I think overcoming that, just kind of, it's almost like someone has their foot on you when you're in this mindset, and you can't get out of it. But when you get past that, it helps a lot. So digging down to where that's coming from, when it's arising, who it's arising around, and then kind of going to the next point. Social media is just maybe even spawn this more in people's lives than
Yeah,
before,
I
because you
think
can literally filter your life, and we choose what we see and don't see, and then you respond accordingly, where it's like, oh well, I'm so jealous of that.
yeah. And I think the other caveat of that is social media. There's all kinds of things that can breed your jealousy, right? Social media is a really easy one because you can get on your phone and see people's highlight reels. I mean, we all know that.
For sure.
But at the same time, if you are too insecure to be able to be on social media because you're so jealous of what other people have, that really is not necessarily a reflection of people on social media, right?
Yeah.
That's where it's like, man, if I can't get on Instagram without just being so envious of other people's lives, that's a wake up call for me.
Yeah.
Because again, I think it's easy to blame it on social media or blame it on this. Of course, I think it's important to realize what are the situations that are triggering you to feel like you're less or you're jealous. Um, and maybe spending less time in those situations. Maybe you don't need to be following all these people on social media if you're not in a good headspace.
Yeah, and I think we can revisit this at the end, but I think it's almost taking the opposite action of whatever you're feeling in that moment. So if
Yeah.
you feel jealousy, leave a comment. That's so awesome. So glad for you. So happy for you. Do that over time and see how that changes that situation that maybe you find yourself in, always being jealous, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I love that point. I think when you find those just like if you were telling yourself something negative about yourself, flip the script and just over time, when you keep filling your brain with positivity or filling other people with happiness because you're nice, you're joyful and encouraging to them, it's amazing how that will change what you start noticing.
Yeah. So let's move into how we overcome. I think we talked about questions to ask ourselves. Where is this showing up? Let's talk about how we overcome this and really how we start that process of really flipping the script, as we mentioned before.
Yeah. And so I think the first step is really having some reflection time with yourself and getting real with yourself. It's like, what do I want? Why am I so jealous of what other people have? Why can't I find joy in my friend's success or things like that? And really becoming clear on what it is that you want and what's important to you. Is it that you really do want to be able to have a dream house because you love having people over and doing that? That's okay. But what are you doing to get there? Put your energy into doing some problem solving instead of just feeling sorry for yourself for
Yeah.
not having it.
I mean, I think so often we just find ourselves, I found myself this way, like I'm chasing other people's dreams way too often. I'm chasing other people's lifestyles way too often. Definitely years ago, I found myself being jealous of people's lifestyles or their careers. And I had to really get real with myself and say, man, is that really what you want? Is climbing this corporate ladder what you want? If it is, great. Then work your ass off to do it. But if it's not, then you got to reassess what's actually your goal and what's true to you, and not just what you're watching on social media or in your friend circle, because that's never going to leave you satisfied if you're just
Yeah.
chasing somebody else's dream.
Yeah. I think that's such a great point. Is really finding out what's important to you and your partner or whatever that may be. So next thing is really like, okay, so what triggers you to feel really jealous? Most of the time I look back in life and when I've been jealous of people's situations, it's because it makes me really aware of some of my own insecurities.
Yeah.
And so if I'm jealous of the way somebody looks, well, what am I insecure about in my situation? If I have to talk about somebody, if I find myself gossiping or things like that, what am I doing there? It's probably because I'm insecure about something that person has that I don't feel like that I have.
Yeah.
And you got to be aware of the triggers, right? Just like if you're changing your diet, if you're changing, you have to realize like what's going to kind of spawn this thought process.
Yeah. And I think that it's a good point to segue into, like, challenge yourself, right? Don't just let yourself slide, because that's not going to lead to any kind of growth or change. But I think in those moments of jealousy, whether it's a conversation with you and me or a friend or whatever, it's like, oh, did you see what house so and so bought? Oh, well, blah 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 blah. It's like we've all been down that path. It's not a good path. So instead of that, say, hey, man, did you see that? That's so awesome. I'm so happy for them. And it's like you keep telling yourself these things, and you keep doing the opposite of what you think and feel in the moment, and then all of a sudden your mind starts to change. The way you think and perceive and react starts to change, and that's what's going to lead to that, just kind of that reversal and like that self manifestation that we're talking about.
Yeah, I think it's like that golden rule: if you can't say anything nice, don't say
Yeah.
anything at all. And I mean, it's hard, you guys. Gosh, I mean, this is still something Cody and I are always working on, and sometimes we're like, ooh, we shouldn't have said that. Like we have to catch ourselves. Like that wasn't a nice thing to say. Like,
But catching yourself is the first key, and once you
yeah,
catch yourself, then you know,
yeah.
okay, this is not right. You know.
And so I think once you're kind of real with yourself, it's like, what is it again that you're so jealous of? Like, I was thinking back and I was like, man, I used to be so jealous of moms that stayed home with their kids or had the flexibility to do more with their kids. And so I was jealous. And so seeing that on social media wasn't good for me because it put me in a really negative space
Yeah.
of not being happy at where I was in my life. And so I had to be really real with myself. If that's something that I want, how am I going to get there versus like sitting over here just envious of other people's life.
Yeah, it's just it's so easy to get caught up in these traps, and to just I think the biggest thing for me was literally just watching people have success at work, and while I was having success, it was like it was never enough. Well, what I realized is when I sat down and was real is like I don't necessarily want that. What I wanted was the freedom and the lifestyle that came from having success, but I realized I could attain that in many different ways, not just through climbing the corporate ladder, which is what I saw other people doing and was jealous of.
Yeah.
It's just it's so
That's a great point. That's so eye opening. It's like, yeah, it's not necessarily that achievement or success you want. It's what comes with that you
yeah
perceive comes with that, the
yeah
freedom, the lifestyle,
yeah
those kinds of things. And so I think that's a really good point.
yeah. No, I think it's a great place to kind of leave it, and you know it's hard. It's something that literally we still fight today, and we have a great life, and we have a lot of success and all these things, but we still find ourselves getting caught up in a comparison trap. But we're at least able to recognize that now and not go down that rabbit hole as compared to years ago when we would have just been like it almost kind of can take over and like ruin your day or your
I mean,
week,
you
you
can
know.
because you're just constantly wanting somebody else's life
Yeah.
instead of appreciating where you are. I mean, I 3 4 years ago, I was so in a place of jealousy and oh, they have this and they have that, and working through this helped me realize like, you know what, I can either complain or I can get to work and create the life that we want.
Yeah.
And that's what we've done the last 3.5 years. And it's that come to fruition when we sit here and we're able to do these kinds of things, that it's like, man, it's
Yeah.
amazing how making again these small changes, this may sound so simple to you guys, but it is a really powerful tool.
Yeah, I think it's not only gonna let you chase a life that you want, but it's gonna leave you being more fulfilled and more happy because you're more integrated with yourself and not, chasing something that's of the world or that's of somebody else's dream. You're chasing your dreams. I think that's just super powerful.
Yeah, and I think karma is a funny thing, but it's like, man, when you are really able to share that happiness
Yeah.
and joy for your friends and other people when they have success and they can feel that, it comes full circle, you
Dude,
all. I mean, being able to be happy for others people's success instead of jealous is just probably one of the biggest changes in my life over the last 5 years, and something that has made me such a better friend to other people and such a better
Yeah.
leader is to be able to operate from a place of encouragement and positivity instead of scarcity and jealousy.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about this all the time. What comes around goes around. It's like a boomerang. If you throw it up in the air, it's coming back to you. So if you're throwing crap in the air, you better watch out.
Yeah.
But if you throw good stuff in the air and you sprinkle people with compliments and love and joy, like that's going to come back around tenfold. But you just don't realize it. You're so caught up in the moment that you forget about the future, and that's where we get lost. So I think we'll stop it here. T and I are going to go do some.
The music just got turned up.
Looks like aerobic disco down there. T's going to put on a thong, and we're going to head downstairs.
Mom suit coming up. Yeah. Thank you all for tuning again into the Parent Hack. We hope this gave you guys some great takeaways. So go out there, be happy for other people, be happy for yourself, and focus on what you're creating.
Yeah, and we can, and this will all help us go further together.